Welcome to this series of video tutorials brought to you by Scout Consulting Rwanda as part of the ProEco program. This is a presentation of a training module on machine maintenance in Brickyards. To assimilate it properly, the following parts will be covered. Part 1. Introduction to maintenance. Part 2. Types of maintenance. Part 3. Use of maintenance control tools. Starting from Part 1, which is Introduction to maintenance. Let us ask ourselves a question: why maintenance? Before responding to it, let us first understand what is maintenance. Maintenance is a work that is carried out to preserve an asset to enable its continued use and function above a minimum acceptable level of performance over its design or service life without unforeseen renewal or major repair activities. This helps in maintaining and increasing the operational efficiency of plant facilities. Maintenance can as well be understood as a procedure of finding the faults in any equipment and also remove of the fault. It may be done before the breakdown or after breakdown. Coming back to our question, we deducted that the maintenance takes us to maintaining, keeping, protecting, and preserving equipment. Having understood what maintenance is, let's now outline the reason why it's done. It serves to protect the plant owner's investment in the following 5 ways. 1. Physical integrity. This is to keep the asset in good working order so as to minimize disruptions and downtimes. 2. Risk management. This is to keep the asset in a state of good repair for the business progress and growth. 3. Aesthetic preservation. This one helps to keep the assets from deteriorating in appearance and becoming unsightly. 4. Responsible stewardship. This one ensure that the assets achieve their full potential service life. 5. Duty to mitigation. This is enabled to prevent unnecessary damage to assets to prevent premature failure. Maintenance cannot be talked about without highlighting different natures of maintenance problems. These are classified into 2 types: maintenance problem according to breakdown type and maintenance problems according to time interval. In the case of maintenance according to breakdown type, we can mention common types in brickworks. We have mechanical breakdown, thermal breakdown, chemical breakdown, and electrical breakdowns. It will be necessary to the maintenance personnel to be able to classify all breakdowns observed in the brickwork in order to select the type of intervention required for remedy. In the case of type-dependent maintenance problems, the maintenance personnel will need to make sure that any maintenance activities carried out within the predefined time intervals are done to avoid breakdowns that could have a major impact on production. These include daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly maintenance, etc. Moving on, let us look at different types of maintenance as part 2 of our module. The types of maintenance are summarized in this diagram. It should be noted that maintenance can be classified into 2 main types: planned maintenance and unplanned maintenance. It is in planned maintenance that include preventive maintenance, surrounded in red, on which we will concentrate in the remaining sections of this presentation. This is a type of maintenance recommended for brick production units in order to achieve the 5 maintenance objectives previously mentioned. Proceeding with the part 2, let us look at preventive maintenance through defining it and responding to a question: what's the purpose of preventive maintenance? Preventive maintenance is a proactive approach to enable regular inspections of equipment to determine if their operating condition is satisfactory. By performing preventive maintenance on equipment that is still working, you can detect and correct any possible malfunction or failures before they develop into major breakdowns and prevent injury to workmen. The purpose of preventive maintenance is to try to maintain the equipment in optimum working condition and to help prevent any unplanned downtime due to breakdowns. Because components start to wear over time, replacing items prior to failure can cost you far less than the potential consequences of failure while in service. At times, the failure could be because of fault design. Continuing the preventive maintenance, it should be understood that its objectives cannot be achieved once there is no effective maintenance planning. Therefore, here are 6 elements to take into consideration while elaborating a preventive maintenance plan. 1. Consider preventive maintenance as a value-added production tool. 2. Get right people on the maintenance team. Without knowledgeable people to prepare the plan, there will be chaos. Skilled and experienced people need to be involved in developing and preparing the maintenance plan. 3. Set goals for the preventive maintenance plan. Every company is unique in terms of its operation, resources, and industry. When setting specific goals, these factors should be kept in mind since the scope of preventive maintenance plan is largely dependent upon the size and structure of the company. 4. Collect detailed information on equipment. Before preventive maintenance program can be initiated, it is important to becoming familiar with company equipment as well as establish a baseline on its usage. 5. Create the preventive maintenance schedule. Based on prior equipment maintenance history, maintenance standards for individual assets, inspection times, technician availability, equipment location, and production downtime. Keeping these factors in mind ensures optimal maintenance with minimal operation disruption. 6. Monitor cost, performance, and adjust as needed. Once in place for several months, preventive maintenance should be monitored by evaluating associated cost-benefit effect, while keeping in mind that results may vary depending on conditions or changes within the company's activities. Maintenance managers may choose to adjust preventive maintenance as needed with the goal of further improving overall operation efficiency. After highlighting elements of preventive maintenance, let us continue with the classification of preventive maintenance. This is classified into 3 types: running maintenance, scheduled maintenance, and shutdown maintenance. Starting from running maintenance, this is a preventive maintenance which includes those activities that are carried out while the machine or equipment is running. Example: lubrication, adjustment of nuts and screws, tightening of loose bolts and nuts. Proceeding with the scheduled maintenance. The scheduled maintenance is any variety of planned maintenance works to an object or item of equipment. Specifically, the scheduled maintenance is a planned service visit carried out by a competent and suitable agent to ensure that an item of equipment is operating correctly and to therefore avoid an unscheduled breakdown and downtime. The good example of planned maintenance is a car maintenance. After so many kilometers or miles, the oil should be changed and parts replaced. The same approach is as well applied in the Brickyards, where you can see in the picture the replacement of a bearing of a crusher before it's broken. Concluding on preventive maintenance types, here is shutdown maintenance. This is a set of preventive maintenance activities that are carried out when the production line is in a total stoppage situation. These are performed generally after 3 or 6 months or as demanded by the operation. This involves the inspection of the plant items which are known to wear out or suspected to occur. Taking note on preventive maintenance results in the overall context, a brickwork where preventive maintenance works are well done, the 5 maintenance objectives are always achieved. Through this image is an example of brickwork where maintenance is carried out efficiently. It should be always understood that conducting regular preventive maintenance is the best way to avoid unforeseen equipment failure while also prolonging their lifespans. Whereas a poorly maintained equipment generally results in unanticipated breakdowns, costly repairs, and often equipment replacement. The image we are seeing shows a case of Brickyard where preventive maintenance is poorly performed. Heading to the end, let us tackle the last part entitled Use of Maintenance Control Tools. Because of human tendency to forget things due to limitations of memory, we use a maintenance checklist as one of maintenance control tools. A list of information or material that helps us not to forget something and ensure that we perform all crucial steps. The use of maintenance checklist is particularly highlighted due to the following importance. A maintenance check is intended to check equipment, usually to check their safety. A maintenance checklist is a tool needed by maintenance personnel in conducting a maintenance check. It primarily guides him or her in efficiently conducting the maintenance check. It lists all the items to be considered, which help the maintenance officers or other personnel in remembering the things which he or she has yet to consider. For your reference, this table shows a model of a maintenance sheet through an example of a maintenance checklist of a vacuum pump motorized extruder. The minimum it should capture are machine name or code, machine parts, machine element, intervention procedure, intervention frequency, technical staff involved, and comments. For more information, visit www.madeingreatlakes.com.